Every vampire tale worth its salt contains one immutable law. A vampire cannot enter a home unless invited. It's a peculiar rule, isn't it? A creature powerful enough to hypnotize minds and tear through flesh brought to a full stop by a locked front door, unless someone inside says yes. This is the vampire rule. Now, it may sound like harmless superstition, a gothic flourish in old legends, but beneath it lies a grim, unnerving truth. Evil, no matter how monstrous, often needs permission to cross the threshold. In stories, the rule protects the sanctity of the home. Your space is your fortress unless you break the seal with a word or gesture, often innocently. A lonely child waves to the pale man outside. A party host throws open their door to a charming stranger. A tired soul, desperate for help, says, "Come in." And just like that, the monster is among them. The vampire rule has survived for centuries because it reveals something we would rather not face. Most horrors don't arrive uninvited. And once inside, the vampire feeds. In folklore, once you've allowed a vampire into your home, they can return anytime. They don't need to ask again. The first consent becomes a curse. This Halloween, when the nights stretch long and shadows stretch longer, remember the vampire rule. It's more than myth. It's a metaphor. It warns us to be cautious with our trust, our attention, our allegiance. Not all who knock have good intentions. Not all who smile mean well. So guard your doors, literal and figurative. Question who you allow into your life, your mind, your values. Evil rarely barges in. It waits for you to offer it a drink and pull out a chair. The next time someone knocks with a perfect grin and cold eyes, ask yourself, are they really asking for shelter, or are they waiting for the words that let them feast? Never forget the rule. Vampires must be invited in. Don't be the one who opens the door. That's the vampire rule. Now, it's scary to think that something so heinous could enter your home, or worse, you actually invited it. But politicians in Hawaii and other states have turned firearms into the vampire and have decided that our right to keep and bear arms is not guaranteed, but must be specifically invited into privately owned business. They've created a rule that turns the one true life-saving device into a hideous, blood-sucking villain. The truth is, guns are used to protect loved ones and save lives far more often than they're used to commit illegal acts. But the gun grabbers in Hawaii have turned them into vampires by banning them from privately owned businesses, unless they're welcomed in with a sign saying guns are allowed.